the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space, and like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
First down and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments, because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Zips will line up on 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running through the tackle. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he get there on the ground? The Zips pick up enough to get a 1st down there.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that 1st down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, accurate.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Arizona has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second and goal for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. First and 10 play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. The short completion of the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But it's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Defense is coming after him. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Arizona. This offense cannot be stopped.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking to scramble. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
And the Zips pick up enough yardage to remove the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he got space, looking to score. Touchdown, accurate. This offense really clicking. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this big a stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crossing the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Akron offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Zips come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to chuck it again. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had it.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Zips are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he scores. Touchdown, Zips. And this battle for the conference championship is dead even now, Kirk. These 2 teams going at it.
Both these teams are just showing a lot of pride. Both so locked in and wanting to win this championship. One team scores, the other one already locked in on how they're going to respond. And it's resulting in an intense back-and-forth game. This one's going to come down to a battle of wills.
This one will be fair caught. Comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Offense has been the story of this 1st half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That pass is caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. A completion sets up a second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He pulls in the catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. An inside give now from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've regained the lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Akron offense back out there. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's caught downfield. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss, just having one of those dream performances.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Zips begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own to line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, accurate. They go in front here in the 2nd half. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback dropping back. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. This try is no good, and it's still a 4-point margin after the miss. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught, completion. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. 2nd down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. The question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Here's the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. That's another touchdown, a dream performance with this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they are struggling.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the ball is hauled in. He shreds the tackle.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Pass not complete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to throw again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now. A new set of downs after that completion.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, looking to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on a screen now. Running with purpose. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Using his legs, it's Robinson. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What would their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The Zips offense comes back out onto the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a 1st and 10 play. And the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Will he score here? Touchdown, Akron. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Extending the play now. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Now, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Akron Zips.